Welcome to Little Sunshine Pals.
The Ant and the Grasshopper. Once upon a time, in a vast green meadow, where the flowers danced in the wind and the trees whispered secrets to each other, there lived a cheerful grasshopper named Lenny. Lenny loved to sing and play all day long. He had the most beautiful voice in the meadow, and the way he played his tiny fiddle made even the birds stop and listen. Now, not far from Lenny's favorite singing spot, there was a colony of ants who worked tirelessly. Among them was a small but determined ant named Anika. Anika was always busy gathering food, storing grains, and preparing for the cold days ahead. One sunny afternoon, as Lenny sat under a large mushroom strumming his fiddle, he spotted Anika carrying a heavy grain of wheat on her back. "Anika!" Lenny called out with a chuckle. "Why do you work so hard? The sun is shining, the breeze is perfect, and the world is full of music. Come, dance and sing with me." Anika smiled but shook her head. "Oh, Lenny, I wish I could, but winter is coming, and we need to gather food to survive. If we don't prepare now, there won't be anything to eat when the snow covers the ground." Lenny laughed and waved his hand dismissively. "Oh, winter is so far away. There's plenty of food now. Why waste these beautiful days working when you could be enjoying life?" Anika sighed, but she knew Lenny wouldn't listen. So she continued her work while Lenny played his fiddle, hopping from one leaf to another, singing joyful songs. Days turned into weeks, and summer slowly faded into autumn. The leaves turned golden and red, and the air grew cooler. Anika and the other ants worked even harder, storing the last bits of food before winter arrived. But Lenny? Lenny still played his fiddle, enjoying the last warm days, not thinking about the future. And then winter arrived. The once green meadow was now covered in a thick blanket of snow. The trees stood bare, and the cold wind howled through the branches. There was no food left on the ground, no grass to nibble on, and no warm sun to bask in. Lenny shivered as he hopped from place to place, searching for something, anything to eat. But no matter where he looked, everything was frozen and covered in snow. He was cold, hungry, and alone. One evening, as the wind whistled outside, Lenny found himself near the anthill. He saw tiny lights flickering inside and smelled the delicious aroma of stored grains. He heard laughter and cheerful chatter. With a deep sigh, Lenny knocked on the door of the ant colony. When Anika opened it, her eyes widened in surprise. "Lenny, what are you doing out in the cold?" she asked. "I'm so hungry and cold," Lenny admitted. "I didn't prepare for winter. I spent all my time playing, and now I have nothing to eat. Could I stay here just for a little while?" Anika looked at her fellow ants. They had worked so hard to collect food, and there wasn't much to spare. But she also knew Lenny had learned a hard lesson. She sighed and nodded. "Come inside, Lenny. But remember, next time you must work alongside us if you want to share in the food." Lenny nodded eagerly, grateful for their kindness. "I promise, Anika. I've learned my lesson. Next summer, I will work hard, just like you." And true to his word, when spring returned, Lenny still played his fiddle, but only after he had helped the ants gather food. So kids, the moral of the story is, hard work and preparation are important for the future. While it's good to enjoy life, we must also be responsible and plan ahead.